What's up, guys? It's Ricky, and on this particular video I wanted to make a thank you video to a gentleman on YouTube by the name of Renaldo. If you know him, he does political commentary and stuff, and unfortunately my friend over here, he once trended for the wrong kind of a video and stuff like that. I mean, like, this thing was so wild. It was on the news and stuff like that. But there was a period when I used to do social commentary, and there was something that we had this interaction that taught me a certain lesson that still goes with me till date. And I wanted to talk about that. Let's be very clear what I'm here to talk about. I wanted to talk about that particular thingy because I think it speaks volume for me. What that interaction did. This happens around 2014, 2015, all the way towards 2016, around that period. Actually, I should say 2015 towards 2017. At this time, I was doing social commentary because I had stopped doing Christian commentary, and in that period, my videos would be almost the same, except the videos which was doing, which were political topics. So his videos would be almost on the same topics as I was. We were talking about things that were trending on Twitter, and so whatever was trending number one, that was the topic, and mostly it would be this outrage videos and clips and pictures and all those kind of things that were going viral. As a matter of fact, there was one particular story. I don't know if Renaldo remembers this one. There was a story that went viral of a preschool that we did. He had a story on it. I had a story on it. And we were some of the only people, well, not the only ones, but we were some of the only people who our videos reached a little bit of a mass, which were actually speaking for the owner of the school. And we're like, clearly this lady is not thingy. There was a very abusive video and stuff like that. And funny enough, I actually got to get a call from her, I think about last year. And she was reminding me of all these things. And she was like, hey, I'm that lady you made a video about 5 years ago or something like that. 6, 7, 8 years ago. I'm like, what? You know, so we had videos that were very impactful at that period and stuff like that. I don't know if she ended up getting a hold of Renaldo, but she did manage to get a hold of me because some of my videos were going a little bit viral on Facebook. Now, this actually leads to a second thing of something that he mentions in one of these things. So, because we used to make content in the same space, Renaldo would release his videos around 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. If it hits 6, 7 o'clock by the time and I haven't posted, sometimes you check on me, Ricky, are you going to make a video on this on Twitter? You're going to make a video on this. You're going to make a video on this. And so there was a day in particular, I think it was about, I can't remember what the story was about, but it was about some guy who had done something crazy. It was really wild stuff. So he asked me, are you going to make a video on this thing, or did you see the story? And I said, oh yeah, no, I was using free Wi-Fi by that time to upload, and trying to, money was not availing itself. Money was making itself an absent partner. So, and so he said, it's like, hey, are you going to make a video? I'm like, hey, at the moment I don't. I'm going to shoot the video and I'll upload it tomorrow. Like, try and be on time when the stories come up. So that when people are searching for the video, they find your clip. And I was like, that was my first hint on the algorithm. When people are looking for the clip, that's when they find your thing. So it's like, oh, okay. So I told him, no, I'm going to probably upload the video the next day. And so he's like, okay, no, shoot the video. I'll send you money for airtime so you can buy data and upload it. Because I told him I didn't have data I'm going to be using Wi-Fi. So he's like, now shoot the video. and I'll send you data so that you can think it. And there was something that sparked that day when we had that conversation. I think it was around 2016, 2017 by that time. We'd been doing videos concurrently about 2 years or so. So I says, no, shoot the video and tell me when you think it, and I'll send you a data. Now, bear in mind, Renaldo didn't know me. He's from Cape Town. I'm in Joburg. I think he's from Cape Town, and I'm from Joburg. And so here's this guy. We just happen to make the similar type of videos in the same genre at that point, social commentary, like things that are happening. And he's like offering to buy me data so that my video would be up a little bit more earlier than thingy. And there was something that sparked that day. Like, what is it that you would give to tell someone the truth? It was the first time I heard that. And, I always hear people say, I'm a self-made this, I'm a self-made this. Yeah, you really realize there's no such a thing as a self-made. It's contributions of people, comments of people that actually drive you towards becoming the person that you are. And so that day created a very strong friendship. I have never met Renaldo, but because of that, like, I learned something. He was probably just like, you know what, should I send you data so that you can upload the video instead of waiting till tomorrow for you to go to the library, because it was already 7 by then. And the video was that video was now on the news. So it's like, people are going to be looking for this video. And so I'm like, nah, you know what? I'm going to take the last amount I have and I'll think it. So I declined him buying me data because I learned something that day. And what I learned was, what is it cost? What will you allow it to cost you to tell someone the truth, right? Like, how far are you willing to go to tell someone the truth? It's a lesson that someone can't take from where I learned, where that thing, I might have heard it before, might have learned it before, but at that moment, it became that real. And because of this, every single, around 2019, I would lose my channel at about 17,500 subscribers. And so I would start back again. When I started back again, I would always tell him when I hit a new milestone. Every single time. And this was one time when I told him when I hit a new milestone. And it was on this video right here. I saw that he actually recently made an apology video because of that clip I spoke about earlier on. That's his YouTube channel. And on this video, on the 1st of January, at about 27 minutes, this is where he read my comment below and
saying, Ronaldo, great motivation in you being my G. I finally hit 100K in December. I had to come update you. Keep motivated, my man. Salute. Thank you so much, Church Reality Check, and well done on 100K subscribers. It was never in doubt, my friend. It was never in doubt. Well done. And be sure to cross-pollinate. I hope that you have a TikTok channel and that you update, like you're sharing your stuff there as well. It's never a bad idea to cross-pollinate.
So you'll hear that thing that he mentioned. Joby had already been telling me, Ricky, post your content elsewhere. And I wouldn't pay too much attention, but he said that in January, and I then took it seriously. I took Facebook seriously, I took TikTok seriously, and they both all grew because of that comment that he made. But then you can hear what he says. He says it was never in doubt. Like, my content particularly stuck out. That was what he said on that particular video right there. Now, this thing that I'm speaking about here, it's a reminder. Like, sometimes we learn something from people that just, they might not be your friend. They might be all the way off distant sometimes. And those things, those particular lessons that we pick up are things that stick with us for our whole life. Ever since that period in 2016, 2017, around that time, when he said that, should I send you the data so that you upload the video now? You know, like, should I send you the data now so that you upload the video now? This thing stuck out in my head. What will it cost me to get truth to someone? What will it cost me? Because funny enough, I cannot remember exactly if it was exactly the same video that I'm speaking about, or of this. There was a young man that had done something and he got blasted by the police and something like that, and was speaking about the state of safety for the police and whatnot. I can't remember if it was that one or if it was the story about the woman with the who had the crash and what. Because that woman then later on called me about last year, saying, "Hey Ricky, I'm that lady that you were defending back then." And I'd always told myself, I will find you and I will thank you for thinking. It leaves lessons for a lifetime. Now, this is something that another reason why I wanted to make this video is because we give credit to the people that we learn these things from, because another different video that shows this particular example. I once did a video on Duncan William 4 years ago, and in that video I was just saying, no, this is what the truth is, but I wasn't quoting it. But there was a comment down in the comment section, and you'll see right here, and this person was saying, my suggestion to you, Ricky, is that when you make your videos, please bring your Bible and prepared scriptures which will support your comments, rather than speaking from your personal view and beliefs. And guess what? That was noted. That was 4 years back, and I said, hey, I'll change the format. And so there are people that don't like it when I overquote and stuff, but guess what? It was actually someone who made, and I can still remember the exact video where that happened, because it shifted how I made videos after that. You know, I'd have something that backs up what I say and then put it out. You can't take it from that lady that commented that. The same way you can't take it from Renaldo, that when he was offering to buy me data, he made me question, what is it going to cost me to get to the, am I just going to wait to get to the Wi-Fi? I could do that. I could wait to get to the Wi-Fi the next day. But is truth worth speaking that much that there is a cost attached to it? And because it's worth that much, it's worth someone hearing that truth. And that was a lesson that I got, particularly after he did that. You know, I didn't have data, and the money that I had, I think I was budgeting, because, you know, those days, like I say, you know, I once made a story time video. I think it was on a live actually, where I spoke about my at that period, the budget was so tight. I was eating guinya for breakfast, and sometimes guinya would be dinner, you know. But I had that question, and it stuck. What is it going to cost to get truth to somebody? So shout outs to you, man. Absolutely appreciate you. There are certain things that if you were to sit down and think about it, there are people who have commented things, said things, which completely changed your trajectory. That moment when Renaldo didn't see me uploading a video concerning this thing, and here's the stranger he doesn't know, and he offered to buy data for me to upload a video, which is not going to benefit him in any way, because I didn't use his comment. I didn't say, oh yeah, Renaldo said this. I had never made a reference to thingy. The only time I might have made a few references of him was, hey, I saw this video that Renaldo made, and it was about this. That was the only reference. But apart from that, I'd never made any other reference of him. It didn't benefit him in any ways. And by that time, my channel was not even over 3,000 subscribers. He was over 20. something also. And so that's what created me this thingy. When I hit, it's just that I was just a little bit lazy to find all of the videos. When I hit 15,000, I went to his live stream and I told him. When I hit 20, when I hit 35, when I hit 50, when I hit 60, when I hit 75, when I hit 100,000. So on this one here, I had hit 100,000, which was thingy. And it came from that, is that he made me realize there was more. There was a question I had to ask myself of the dedication, of the importance of getting truth to somebody. Shout outs to you, my G. It's Ricky, Sexuality Show, daily Christian commentary videos. If you sat down and you thought about it, who has influenced you on the things that you value the most?